Hello, my name is Bill Roney, and today, sponsored by the number one. No, not really. We are supposed to be discussing how have advances in technology impacted the process of choosing a course book. Yeah, that's a very interesting question. But before we look to the future, let's take a step back and look to the past. I'm old enough to remember the chalkboard. Oh, look, a whiteboard. Oh, I'm out of ink. Um, then the old reel film, we had to get a projector from the library, reel it to the classroom, take the film out, attach it in, slowly feed it through the feeder, and it went to DVDs. I mean, VHS. Then from VHS to DVDs, and now some schools have Blu-rays. Hmm, where are we going to go with next? Well, from the whiteboards, we started acting, or we had the little thing where the little teachers put the thing up there. Okay, can you read that? To, ooh, we got a device attached to the roof facing the whiteboard, and they're projecting. First, it was a desktop computer, then they went to a laptop computer. Now, some schools have tablets. Where will we go in the future with that? Oh, good question. Well, like I said, I've been around long enough to see some of the changes that have occurred. I even got to see classes overseas where I had this one class in 2010. I wasn't allowed to use the classroom, but it gave me an insight of what the future classes are going to be like. It was designed specifically for a teacher coming from America that was sent for the 2010 Expo to teach English as a second language. And I'm upstairs in the regular classroom with a whiteboard and a laptop from the school, hoping it works. But I always brought extra markers and flashcards and added in just in case the laptop didn't work. And sometimes that happens. So there is also a flaw in technology. Is it going to work? Total power failure or other issues. All right. But that classroom, I went in and it had a fully interactive activity board. It itself, you can move things, rearrange stuff on the board. You didn't need to use the laptop. Everything was on the board. It was beautiful. I took pictures of it, had filmed myself using it, sent it to friends that worked as teachers here in the United States and other parts of Shanghai because this was one classroom technology just for this special teacher brought from the United States to China for the 2010 Expo in Shanghai. It was marvelous. It was beautiful. No projector, didn't need a projector, everything. You just touch the board, move things around, click open stuff, all right? And then I go back to my classroom and I'm getting the laptop out, going, oh, hurry. Okay, with the work, UBS, UPSN, UBSN, all right, gonna open up my file. Yay, open it, all right, class, let's begin. And thinking about that classroom downstairs, when she wasn't there, it was abandoned, and the other teachers, like myself, would wander in and look around and like, wow, the interactive boards just made us drool. You can open movies up. All right, so that's just a quick segment of the changes, and then there's the technology that's now being promoted as really new. Well, it's been out for a while. STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. They've also renamed it STEAM. They added art and humanities, but it's supposed to be the wave of the future. Um, I'm a little on it because It's really very, you need special students on that one. You can't use that program for every student because the ones that are picked for it probably wouldn't label them as geniuses. But the technology that they're utilizing will make it to the classroom, like the VR technology, virtual reality, AR, augmented reality. Those are stuff that are coming into the classrooms in the future near you and are being used. And like this class, it's online. We're using technology. So when it comes to textbooks, they need to be able to be flexible enough to be utilized in classrooms with very little technology and classrooms with a lot of technology, as well as students that have little technology at home and a lot of technology at home. So when you're trying to get a book for the future in your future, you need to have one that has a lot of technology in it. You don't has doesn't have to be used, but as alternative sources that can be utilized for teaching what you need to teach. In this case, we're teaching English as a second language, where they can have interactive conversations with basically they're having a conversation with an AI, artificial intelligence, and it can correct their English pronunciation or they can have conversations and improve their English skills and they can if most of them if you link them up properly the teacher can follow along check up they don't have to check right at the same time that they're doing it this class here I'm in you most of you are going to be filming this during the daytime or late afternoon for me right now I work Chinese hours and it's what time is it it's 2:11 a.m. Most of you are asleep for me I'm awake hence some of the technology right now all right. Well, we're trying to keep this short, but it seems I've already got to 7.5 minutes. But like I said, the books of the future are going to have to have links, computer labs, and that students can access, just like what we got at school. We're accessing the web and having these type of discussions. They'll expand more. And if you have a chance, I highly recommend checking out the STEM lab at USF to look at some of the new technology. There's a cube that you can turn. When you look not at the cube itself, but online, looking at the cube, you holding it, you can create a whole world universe. Some people have. There's a new program called Minecraft World, where it's inside the world. Believe it or not, they have a library inside Minecraft World. That is the largest library in the world, full of old, new, anything and everything. All right, so I'm going to try to cut it short, shorter than, and well, it's too long now. But can't wait to read and hear some of your insights on picking school books for the future, and hope you enjoy the little history of stuff I've seen as I went forward in my lifetime and how things change. You know, from the chalkboard to the whiteboard to the interactive board. And I tell you what, that thing was a lot of fun to play with. Soon after, that was 2010, soon after the board improved and started expanding elsewhere. And then I get back to Florida, and the first school I taught at, it's the whiteboard. Like, really? Why?